is it rebuttable to say that California EDD failed to stop fraud? And is it also rebuttable that they did, in fact, help the unemployed? To me, and this is solely my opinion, the fraud, that is neither here nor there for discussion. That is not our part to partake in, and that is not even the slightest bit of anyone's concern, because that is neither here nor there, and it has to do with them taking accountability on their behalf, not anybody else's. With that being stated, EDD did in fact help the unemployed. When the virus hit and people were at home at the stay-at-home order, there were no jobs that they can go to. They were at home. That being also a fact that there was no rent to pay, there was no bills to really pay, because there was a lot of relief provided in that time frame. And again, solely my opinion, this is also a fact. If somebody got EDD money and they did not prosper and they did not flourish or thrive within the amicable amount of time that was given to them by the governor and the government in order to do so, then that is boo-hoo, shame's on them. Like I stated, there's no bills to pay, there's no work to do, there's no nothing, but you still have revenue coming into your house in an abundance. What are you doing with that money? Are you setting it aside? Are you allocating it for future career choices? Are you putting it aside for education? What are you doing with it? Are you spending it all up on clothes, food, and drugs? What are you doing with the money that EDD gave you in order to survive and thrive? A lot of people have done absolutely nothing with it, and then they look at the government and say, hey, you screwed us over. No, the fuck they didn't. They paved the way for whoever got the EDD to absolutely progress. With your bills at a standstill and there's no evictions happening and there's no jobs for you that's going to take up your time, and there's no absolutely nothing, and then there's distance learning so your kids don't have to go to school, and everything's happening within your household, and you don't utilize that to its fullest potential, that is because you are not showing that you're a product of this country. If you were a product of this country, you would have took that time and you would have obliterated any obstacle that came in your way in regards to furthering your career choice, your education, your path to success, and your path to greatness. How do they stop all of these bills and stop all of these evictions and stop all of the hardship that can be thrust upon somebody and still continuously give them income and revenue and money? And you are sitting on the thousands and thousands of dollars and you are not shit today. That is not the government's fault. That is your own. They gave you the tools. They've been teaching you since you were born what the fuck to do. And it's not their fault that you did not execute. So you can't say that they failed to help the unemployed. You did not execute. You did not show that you were a product of this country, because a product of this country would be making billions by now. They would have tripled it some more. But everybody is so big on not taking accountability and so quick to blame somebody else for their downfalls and their shortcomings. In all reality, boo, shame is on you. And election day in Shasta, this had me baffled. Election day in Shasta County. Shasta County is the only one that absolutely decided to hand count their ballots, even though the law they forbid it. And they have the nerve to say that I didn't think that the law was provided for us. I thought we were exempt from the law. What the fuck gave you the audacity to say that law does not pertain to us? We do not have to fucking use a machine to count our ballots. We can go ahead and hand count them because we're Shasta County. Where do they do that at? I have absolutely no idea, but I love the honesty and I love the approach that you took, because hell, straight, short, swings to the point. That law does not we don't have to go by that law. We're Shasta County. We're not doing that. That's crazy, to say the least, but I love it. I love the effects of it. However, there does need to be more funding going towards the voting and the polls and the booths and all of everything that goes along with it, because they ultimately have to print, they have to supply paper, ink, they have to supply everything that goes along with making the ballots and shipping them out to everybody, and that does get costly. So a little bit of funding going a long way to help with the voting, and hell, some standards and policies and manuals would be appropriate too, because there's also no voting standards to go by for the state of California, so we definitely need to get that in action and put that into play. Shasta County, however, that rule and that law does apply to you, because you're not fucking bigger than the law. Follow the law to the entirety of the law. You're not just gonna say, oh, we're Shasta County, we don't have to go by this because we're us. No, motherfucker, you are not. Like, follow the law out of there. But I'm gonna end this off with Trump. And Trump is a motherfucking goer. If y'all don't leave Trump the fuck alone, because Trump put shit in your motherfucking face. Clear as day. If you don't like it, who fucking cares? Trump is gonna get it, and he's gonna get it any way which possible. And that's what the fuck we need. We got people lying about getting their dick sucked in the White House. We got people lying about getting money over there in China and calling it fucking something else. We got people lying about little dumbass shit. This motherfucker's putting shit right up in your face because, hell, that is what you guys are depicting as a whole. This is what we're going to illustrate and show and set forth, and then this is what the fuck is gonna happen. Like, I don't even understand it. Trump is for the people. And if you wanted to fucking disqualify him under the Amendment 14.3, everybody in Congress, everybody in the White House, and everybody all up the motherfucking congressional, everything needs to be checked and rechecked again. Because I'm going to take it back to juvenile courts. The juvenile courts are usurping jurisdiction all up and down the state of California. And that is no lie. And with that being treasonous and also one of the main factors in chattel slavery with our youth, it is also a fact that they are also given funding as a Title IVE funding from the Social Security Administration, which is exponentially huge. The stipends that come within the Title IVE funding are bigger and more. The total of it is greater than any other Title IV funding available. That is why the cases are put in juvenile court. If they are a foster care case and they're put in the juvenile courts, that is usurpation. That is a judge taking and adhering to and presiding over a court case proceeding that he has no lawful or she has no lawful entitlement to. And a child that is placed in foster care for abuse or neglect is a victim. But putting them in juvenile court makes them into a perpetrator. That is not fucking fair. That is usurpation. That is treasonous. And that is fucking up our future leaders of America. So if you want to go ahead and blame Trump and get him disqualified under 14.3, you got to take a look at the whole entirety of the effects. Because the federal government is giving the Title IVE funding to these motherfuckers who are usurping powers and authorities that they do not fucking hold. So that's right there is treasonous all up and down the woo-ha. So they're providing the aid and the relief and the funding for them to fuck us over. And they're fucking us over and they're creating enforced disappearance, which is a crime against humanity, which is also genocide. So if they're doing the acts of crime against humanity and genocide, and the federal government is providing the relief for these people, these motherfuckers are all motherfucking treasonous. Yes, 18 U.S.C. 1097, I do believe. This treasonous. And to say the least, y'all need to all check yourself before you motherfucking wreck yourself. How the fuck are the federal governments giving this funding to this shit to the fucking states and local agencies and entities in order to kidnap kids? And then cause enforced disappearance. We got so many cases up in Shasta County. Oh, the rules don't apply to me. Motherfucker, yes they do. We got so many cases in Butte County and fucking Tama County. All up and down California, especially Los Angeles County. Some of these counties do it right, and half of them do fucking not. A lot of these cases need to be reversed. Go back to 2015 to up until 2023. There's too many motherfucking cases that need to be reversed. For usurpation, treason, genocide, crimes against humanity, and motherfuckers, you guys are providing the fucking funding. So if everybody wants to deal with it, and everybody wants to go down the line, the president, the vice president, all the motherfucking United States, HHS, whatever the fuck. Yeah, Xavier Becerra. If y'all want to go down it, all of y'all are motherfucking treasonous. All of y'all are motherfucking treasonous. Like, y'all really need to take a look at it and don't fucking blame it on Trump just because he's the only motherfucker out there with the motherfucking balls to say anything and do anything motherfucking better, like building a motherfucking wall. That wall was a motherfucking statement, bruh. He's not playing no games. We're all here to expose you guys for treason. And nigga, we're gonna get it. As simple as that. When I'm block hustlers, they're gonna run no shit no more. I guarantee you that. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.